Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 9. We're reading the Damodar Leela. So Krishna has broken the pot of yogurt and now he's gone in the room and he's, taking the butter which is hanging from the swing, giving it to the monkeys, eating himself. Mother Yaśodā comes and she realizes, of course, this is the work of Krishna and she's seeing him looking here and there. He's eating the butter in the room and he's looking, oh, maybe I will get caught. Maybe mother will come and shout at me. Reading on. Tam atayashtim prasamekshya satvaras
ताम् आतयस्तिं प्रसमीक्ष्य सत्वरस्
tato varuyapasasarabhitavat
ततो अवरूया अपसस्सारभीतवत्
gopi gopi anvadavanayam apayoginam
गोपी अन्वदावन् नयम् आपयोगिनाम्
shamam praveshtum tapasaritam manaha.
शमं प्रवेष्टुं तपसेरितं मनः.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When Lord Shri Krishna saw his mother, stick in hand, he very quickly got down from the top of the mortar and began to flee as if very much afraid. Although yogis try to capture him as Paramatma by meditation, desiring to enter into the effulgence of the Lord with great austerities and penances, they fail to reach him. But Mother Yaśodā, thinking that same personality of Godhead, Krishna, to be her son, began following Krishna to catch him. Yogis, mystics want to catch Krishna as Paramatma, and with great austerities and penances, they try to approach him, yet they cannot. So yoga, meditation, well, now what we do, meditation and yoga, is very different than what it actually is. It takes thousands of years of austerities, penances, meditation to actually see Paramatma in the heart. We had heard how Kardama Muni meditated for 10,000 years. Then he saw Krishna face to face, not only in the heart. So anyway, the yogis, they want to see the Paramatma in the heart, but not easy. Here we see, however, that Krishna is going to be caught by Mother Yaśodā and is running away in fear. Fear, Krishna is fearful. Yeah, so people think, how can God be fearful? Is he really God? How can God be fearful? What is this? That means God is weak. Well, everything is including in God. Everything is coming from Him. So fear is also there in them. How can God lack anything? Right? If we are saying, oh no, God cannot get fearful, then we are thinking God lacks something. So this illustrates the difference between the bhakta and the yogi. Yogis cannot reach Krishna, but for pure devotees like Mother Yaśodā, Krishna is already caught. Krishna was even afraid of Mother Yashoda's stick. This was mentioned by Queen Kunti in her praise, Vaya Bhavanaya Sitasya, Bhagavatam 1.8.31. Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda, and yogis are afraid of Krishna. Yogis try to reach Krishna by Gyan Yoga and other yogas, but fail. Yet although Mother Yashoda was a woman, Krishna was afraid of her as clearly described in this verse. So death personified is afraid of Krishna, right? Fear personified is afraid of Krishna. Krishna is afraid of Mother Yasoda. Queen Kunti says this is so inconceivable. How can we understand that God is afraid of his mother? Then why not? You know, he has a loving relationship with her. So then is he acting to be afraid or is he really afraid?
He's acting to be afraid.
Well,
Right?
actually, the
No?
Yoga Maya covers, he's really afraid of her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is what's inconceivable, right? He's not acting. That's why he's crying. Yeah, and all the kajal in his eyes is running down, and he's because
I thought
Yoga
he
Maya
wanted to
potency.
play. I thought he wanted to play this Leela, right? With Mother
Yeah,
Yasoda.
but everything under Yoga Maya energy, everything's happening under Yoga Maya energy. So he is afraid of her at this moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's inconceivable, right? That's what Mother Kunti Devi is saying. Oh, it's so inconceivable. How are you afraid of Mother Yashoda? How is it? You're God and you're afraid. And that's what. So that's how we can see that everything is there in God. He's not lacking in anything.
Said they say Purna, right? It's full.
He,
Yes, in
he,
full potency.
that's right. Purnamidam Purnamada. Yes. Purnam.
Samadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamugachyate.
Hmm.
Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Mhm.
Hmm. Jai. Yeah, that's right. So that's why these pastimes of Krishna, actually, we don't understand them, but the advanced devotees, that's why they get more and more pleasure in hearing Krishna's pastimes because, oh wow, how he's getting afraid now. He's so afraid of his mother right now. Okay, avanchamana janani brahachalach
अन्वञ्चमाना जननी बृहच्चलच्
shoni barakranta gati sumadhyama.
श्रोणीभरात्क्रान्तगति सुमध्यमा
Javena Visramsitakeshabandana
जवेन विश्रांसितकेशबन्धना
Chuta Prasunanugati Paramrishat.
च्युत प्रसूनानुगति परामृतषट्.
While following Krishna, Mother Yashoda, her thin waist overburdened by her heavy breast, naturally had to reduce her speed. Because of following Krishna very swiftly, her hair became loose, and the flowers in her hair were falling after her. Yet she did not fail to capture her son Krishna. So he's running, he saw his mother coming, stick in hand, so afraid, got down from the mortar, starts running. Mother Yashoda, can't run very fast. Explained here, thin waist, overburdened by heavy breast, couldn't run so fast, but yet she caught Krishna and her hair, she's putting so much energy that her hair is also, as we tie our hair, then you're doing something vigorously. Her hair is becoming loose, flowers in her hair are falling. Yogis cannot capture Krishna by severe penances and austerities, but Mother Yashoda, despite all obstacles, was finally able to catch Krishna without difficulty. This is the difference between a yogi and a bhakta. Yogi cannot enter even the effulgence of Krishna. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagatan. Jagat Anda Koti Kotishu, Brahma Samhita 540. In that effulgence, there are millions of universes. But yogis and jnanis cannot enter that effulgence, even after many, many years of austerities, whereas bhaktas can capture Krishna simply by love and affection. So Prabhupada is explaining that, if we take the route of Gyan or Yoga, it's very difficult to understand Krishna. To be with Krishna, it's so difficult to even merge into the Brahman, the destination that the Jnanis and Yogis are aiming for is the Brahman. It takes sometimes lifetimes. Yeah. But a bhakta, here we can see that Krishna is having loving pastimes with his devotees. So how do the devotees capture Krishna?
Love and affection.
Love and affection, yeah. Love and affection. So we may say, oh well, we don't have love and affection, how to do? Then we continue with our sadhana. We continue to hear and chant. That's what we do. And one day we will revive our love with our relationship with Krishna. This is the example shown here by Mother Yaśodā. Krishna therefore confirms that if one wants to capture him, one must undertake devotional service. Bhaktya mama bijanati yavanyaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gyatva vishate tad anantaram. Bhagavad Gita 18.55. Bhaktas enter even the planet of Krishna very easily, but the less intelligent yogis and jnanis, by their meditation, remain running after Krishna. Even if they enter Krishna's effulgence, they fall down. Right? Brahmajyoti is not a permanent position to enter there. For the want of activity, one most likely falls down to the material world. Kritasagam tam parudantam akshini
Gasam tam prarudantam akshini
kashantam anjanmashini swapanina
kashantam anjan masini swapanina
udvikshamanam vayavevalikshanam
udvikshamanam bhayave valekshanam
haste grihitva vishayanti avakurat.
aste gृहीत्वा विषयन्ति avagurat.
When caught by Mother Yashoda, Krishna became more and more afraid and admitted to being an offender. As she looked upon him, she saw that he was crying, his tears mixing with the black ointment around his eyes. And as he rubbed his eyes with his hands, he smeared the ointment all over his face. Mother Yashoda, catching her beautiful son by the hand, mildly began to chastise him. From these dealings between Mother Yashoda and Krishna, we can understand the exalted position of a pure devotee in loving service to the Lord. Yogis, jnanis, karmis, and Vedantists cannot even approach Krishna. They must remain very, very far away from him and try to enter his bodily effulgence. Also they are unable to do. Great demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva always worship the Lord by meditation and by service. Even the most powerful Yamaraj fears Krishna. Therefore, as we find in the history of Ajamil, Yamaraj instructed his followers not even to approach the devotees or to speak of capturing them. In other words, Yamaraj also fears Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Yet this Krishna became so dependent on Mother Yashoda that when she simply showed Krishna the stick in her hand, Krishna admitted to being an offender and began to cry like an ordinary child. Mother Yashoda, of course, did not want to chastise her beloved child very much, and therefore she immediately threw her stick away and simply rebuked Krishna, saying, "Now I shall bind you so that you cannot commit any further offensive activities." So here Prabhupada is explaining that the Gyanis, the Yogis, Vedantas, very far away from Krishna. So how to come near Krishna is by bhakti. It's only by engaging in bhakti that we can actually be near to Krishna. We can revive our relationship with Krishna. Each and every one has a loving relationship with Krishna, and bhakti we can revive it. Great demigods are also worshipping Krishna, serving Krishna. Here Prabhupada is mentioning Yamaraj is afraid of Krishna. Yamaraj also follows Krishna's orders. We heard Ajamil's story in the sixth canto. We heard Ajamil. And Yamraj, the Yamadutas were asking Yamraj, oh, why the Vishnu Dutas could take away? Why couldn't we bring Ajamil? It was such a sinner. Yamraj says, oh, you have to stay very far away from the devotees. You cannot touch them. You can't go near them.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So the one that is mentioned like about for Lord Brahma
Mm-hmm.
and Lord Shiva. So
Mm-hmm.
what do they mean? That they did bhakti, right?
Yeah, actually,
Bhakti.
yes. Yeah.
But they're
They,
saying meditation and by
s-
service.
yeah, so we can understand service is bhakti, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. So actually, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, people think that they are only the great, powerful controllers of the universe. But when we actually try to understand them, then we understand, oh, they are devotees. They're great devotees, pure devotees, Mahajans. Like how from far away we look at something, and when we understand more closer. So, so yogis are not able to catch Krishna, but here Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, they are serving Krishna.
And how about Yamaraj?
Yamraj
Also, right?
also pure devotee. He's also a
Yamaraj,
Mahajan.
Mahajan, yeah.
Yeah. So he is also pure devotee of Krishna.
It
So
just as his post is that, right? Uh,
yeah.
I mean, those who don't don't worship Lord Vishnu, right? So that's his post to capture and put them in the hellish.
Yeah, to give then, oh, if somebody's done good, they get good result, bad, then bad result. So, but for devotees, Yamaraj is like, no, Krishna, these are your devotees. I cannot do anything to them.
Mhm. In the case
So,
of Ajamil, right?
Ajamil, yeah. That's why they say, right, devotees don't see the face of Yamaraj, in the
Yeah,
sense that they don't get captured by the Yamadutas and
the
Yamaraj.
Yamatuta cannot
Cannot
capture
touch. Yeah.
them, right?
So here Prabhupada is, you know, explaining us that become a devotee, take the bhakti path. Don't take the indirect path of yoga or gyan or dhyan. Yeah. Become a devotee, revive your love with Krishna, revive the relationship with Krishna. Yeah, such a beautiful relationship here. Of course, Mother Yashoda, nobody can become Mother Yashoda, but we can see how much love Krishna is having here with his mother. Pastime that he's saying, okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Prabhupada
Right.
is writing, admitted to being an offender. So he's like, okay, I'm sorry, I did it.
He
I,
gave himself to,
yeah.
right? Yeah, so beautiful. No,
So here Krishna is not thinking, oh, I'm God, what is this? It's my butter. Why shall I apologize? It's my pot. No, he's really, oh, she's my mother. She's upset I did something wrong. So, of course, Mother Yaśodā, she saw that he's getting very afraid, so she throws her stick away as an example. You can't beat children. The stick, Prabhupada would say, is only to show, not to use it.
Not to use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So then now she's saying, okay, you're too naughty. Now I'm going to tie you up so I can do my work and you don't do any more mischief. So she's like, now you can't do anything. Now I'm going to tie you up. Now for the time being, you can play with your playmates. She's like, enough. I'm not going to even let you play with your friends now. This shows the position of a pure devotee in contrast with others like Jnanis, yogis, and the followers of Vedic ritualistic ceremonies in regarding the transcendental nature of the absolute truth. So that's what even the Satyavrat Muni says, right? By such childhood pastimes as this, he's drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his opulence and majesty that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. Pure love is conquered by pure love of the devotees, here by Mother Yashoda's pure love. Krishna is conquered by her. So such are the beautiful pastimes of Krishna. Someone may think, someone may understand God as, oh, that He's a creator, He's the maintainer. You know, He has such names, right? Palan Karta, and then, what is that?
Dukkhaharta.
Dukkha yeah, yeah. Or creator
Mm.
also, all right? So those people may think that only that is, that is what God does. But actually the devotee understands more. Ah, Krishna is Damodar, being he's caught by Mother Yashoda. And like there's so much love there. Not only understanding his position as the greatest, but also understanding what is this greatest personality doing, how much love he has, and how he's having this loving exchanges with his
And the
devotees.
two fingers shortest, it means it's endeavor and fate, is it? Fate and
Mercy, endeavor, and
mercy.
mercy.
Mercy. Sorry,
Yeah,
mercy.
coming up because now she's saying, I'm going to tie you. So coming up tomorrow, probably we can
Right.
read that. Yeah. Endeavor is needed and mercy. She ran
Mercy.
and ran and ran. She
And
put in
then
the endeavor.
the mercy, his mercy, right?
Yeah. So
This
that's
is
what we need.
mm,
We are saying we need mercy, but we don't want to endeavor. Then how to do? It's like we study for the exam, right?
mm,
When we are studying for the exam, then we go to the exam and then we can get good result. But if we say, oh, well, I'm not going to study, but I'm going to expect to get some good result, then that won't happen. But of course, the devotee, he's very humble. He puts in the endeavor, the pure devotees, huh? They
mm.
put in the endeavor. They already have the mercy of Krishna, and yet they feel that they are unworthy of receiving Krishna's mercy. That is the pure devotee. So there's so much humility, not artificial. It's not artificial, but that's the actual feeling that they have. That, oh, why would Krishna give me mercy? Why would Krishna? Like recently, I was reading that Bhishmadev was for sure gonna go to Vaikuntha. He's a pure devotee. He was for sure gonna go. Yet he was, he's gonna meet Krishna. Yet he was thinking, oh, I am not qualified. I'm not gonna be qualified. So, and Krishna is standing here face to face with him. He's looking at Krishna. It's the pure devotee. So yeah, we have to put the endeavor. What is our endeavor?
To seek to get Krishna, to get Krishna's love.
So how do we endeavor? What shall we do? What?
Yeah, hearing and
Yes,
hearing about Krishna, right? Pastimes. And
yes.
chanting,
Hearing
chanting.
and chanting. Yes. Hearing and chanting. More and more hearing and chanting. And of course, worshipping the deity. Like hearing and chanting. When we do hearing, good chanting, all of the others will follow. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for